Did anyone honestly think Real Madrid would fall off for 3 months and simply leave things as they were? Of course not. Los Blancos are roaring back, and the clash against Salzburg gave us a crystal clear look at how Xabi Alonso's Madrid will now operate. That win didn't just secure a result, it electrified the football world, leaving fans and pundits buzzing. So let's tackle the big question. What exactly made this performance so significant? And why should every La Liga rival be worried heading into the 2025-26 season? When Alonso first arrived, nobody knew how he would shape Madrid. Some argued he would keep Carlo Ancelotti's proven 4-1-2-1-2 diamond, the very system that let Jude Bellingham dominate in 2023-24. Others believed Alonso would bring in his own vision, a daring 3-out. We even debated this in a recent video. But now, the evidence is right in front of us. This is a brand new Madrid, more fluid, more modern, and more dangerous than before. And it all starts with the first secret we've learned since that shaky draw against Al Hilal. Xabi Alonso's back three revolution. Against Salzburg, Madrid abandoned their traditional 4-3-3 for a bold 3-5-2. Aurelian Tchouaméni dropped into a central defensive role between Antonio Rudiger and new signing Dean Hijsen, while Trent Alexander-Arnold and Fran Garcia bombed forward as attacking wing-back. The shift gave Madrid defensive steel, complete control over Salzburg's counter-press, and smoother build-up play from deep areas. The brilliance of this tactical change is simple. It rebuilt Madrid's backbone, unlocking new passing lanes and creating stability that had been missing since Ancelotti's exit. And here's what's fascinating. Alonso himself admitted early on that Madrid wouldn't play a 3-5-2 until he had the right defenders. Fast forward, Hijsen arrives, and Tchouaméni proves his adaptability. Suddenly, the system is alive, and Tchouaméni's role, revolutionary. Yes, Ancelotti had used him in defense before, but never like this. With Rudiger and Hijsen covering him, he played as a hybrid, part center-back, part deep-lying playmaker. Against Salzburg, he wasn't just defending, he was dictating Madrid's rhythm from the back. In one match, Alonso's Madrid unveiled a tactical identity that feels built for dominance. Blancos had to retreat. He morphed seamlessly into a center-back. That dual role was the heartbeat of Alonso's second secret, a balanced press with creative freedom. Madrid pressed with intensity, but never chaos. Jude Bellingham often dropped deeper to lead the press, while Vinicius Jr. and Gonzalo Garcia hunted the ball wide. The beauty was in the balance. Relentless pressure right after losing possession, yet enough creative liberty to keep Madrid unpredictable. It gave them control over the tempo, forced Salzburg into mistakes, and carved open channels for lightning-quick transitions. The result? Ruthless turnovers, explosive counterattacks, and a Madrid side dictating every rhythm of the match. And here's the proof. If a team scores directly from a counterattack, it usually means the press worked to perfection. But when all three of Madrid's goals came with acres of space in Salzburg's half, the message was deafening. This was not just a good press, it was a masterclass. Which brings us to secret number 3, a fluid attack built on iron structure. Madrid's offense was not reckless, it was intelligent chaos. Bellingham's deeper positioning created the opener, threading a laser-guided pass to Vinicius, who darted inside before squaring for Valverde's finish. Later, one devastating counterattack ended with Gonzalo Garcia putting the game beyond reach. This was the new Madrid in full flight, rigid enough at the back to withstand pressure, yet fluid enough in attack to dismantle compact defenses with surgical passing and rapid positional shifts. It's a balance that makes them lethal on both ends of the pitch. And to add even more spice, the rise of Arda Güler in recent weeks suggests this attack is only just beginning to bloom. You can make your own assumptions, but I'm convinced of one thing. Xabi Alonso already saw the future before he even took full control. I believe he quietly asked Ancelotti to give Arda Güler a few starts before the Italian's departure. Because deep down, Alonso knew that this young magician would be the heartbeat of his system. And Güler didn't just meet the expectations, he accelerated them. His dazzling cameos turned into commanding performances, proving to the world that he isn't just a promising kid. He's the natural heir to Toni Kroos. His line-breaking passes, his composure under pressure, his agility on the turn, all of it screams of a generational talent who excites anyone who truly understands the game. In many ways, Güler is no longer just Madrid's next big thing. He's already the present, but let's widen the lens. Transfers are where Madrid once again reminded the footballing world that they don't buy stars, they create dynasties. Beyond Hen and Trent, the third confirmed arrival is Franco Mastantuono, a boy wonder who already showcased his brilliance in the Club World Cup. The price, €45 million with €18 million of that in bonuses, and a jaw-dropping €1 billion release clause. That figure alone tells you everything you need to know about how much Real Madrid believes in him. Mature beyond his years, Mastantuono follows in the footsteps of Vinicius and Rodrigo, another South American jewel polished in Madrid's crown. And here's the kicker. Alonso personally phoned him, convincing him to choose Los Blancos over PSG, Barcelona, and Manchester United. That's not just recruitment, that's destiny being written. Mastantuono brings technical sharpness, versatility, and youth. A perfect ingredient for the midfield evolution Alonso is cooking, and the revolution doesn't stop there. Álvaro Carreras, Benfica's left-back, is next on the radar. With a €50 million fee hanging over negotiations, the deal has taken time, but the intent is undeniable. Carreras fits Alonso's 3-5-2 system like a glove, a specialist wide player ready to add both steel and width. Now that Benfica are out of the club World Cup, the green light could come any day. In fact, by the time you're watching this, don't be surprised if Carreras is already wearing white. Put all of this together, Güler stepping into Cruz's shoes. Mastantuono secured as the next South American jewel. Carreras waiting on the wings, and one thing is crystal clear. Real Madrid aren't just preparing for the future, they're fast-tracking it. The dynasty is already here. The final area Real Madrid will look to strengthen this summer is at center back, and it's proving to be a delicate puzzle. Right now, the defensive spine appears secure with Hen, Rudiger, and Eder Militao forming the core, while Leon and David Alaba provide depth. On paper, this looks like a unit strong enough for Alonso to rely on, but football rarely stays on paper. Just think back to the nightmare of 2024-25, when injuries decimated Madrid's backline, and half the defense was missing for nearly 70% of the campaign. That memory alone forces the club to weigh reinforcements. The name drawing the most attention is Piero Hincapié of Bayer Leverkusen, the very pillar of Alonso's back three in Germany. His familiarity with Alonso's system makes him a natural fit, capable of adjusting almost immediately. Still, Madrid are also keeping a vision in mind. An alternative strategy would be to hold out for next summer, when Ibrahima Konate could be signed as a free agent. Compared to Hincapié, Konate is a high-profile, more premium option, admired for his blend of power, aerial dominance, and Champions League experience. The question for Madrid is whether to buy insurance now or wait for the dream signing later. Yet transfer logic works both ways. If you keep adding stars, some must eventually depart. And right now, two names are being whispered louder than others: Rodrigo and Endrick. Rodrigo, who has delivered crucial moments for Madrid in recent seasons, is said to be growing frustrated. His discontent became obvious during the Club World Cup, where he played just 88 of a possible 270 minutes in the group stage. For a player who has fought his way into the elite, that lack of trust feels like a dismissal. Naturally, Europe's giants are circling. In England, the entire Premier League Big Six have shown interest, with Arsenal and Manchester City leading the charge. A high-profile move cannot be ruled out. Endrick's situation is less drastic, but still complicated. Madrid won't sell him permanently. He's too important as a future star, but a loan deal to secure regular minutes looks increasingly logical. The reality is simple. Madrid's attacking depth has reached overflowing levels. Vinicius, Mbappé, Rodrigo Hendrick, Brahim Diaz, Arda, and even Jude Bellingham, who often pushes forward, all compete for limited spaces. The talent is dazzling, but balance will only come if someone steps aside. And looming over this entire transfer drama is the bigger picture. What does it mean for the rest of La Liga? With Barcelona struggling to stabilize, and Atletico fighting to remain relevant, Real Madrid are quietly building a squad that doesn't just win titles, it threatens to dominate an era. The coming months will show whether their rivals can keep pace, or if this summer marks the beginning of a one-club empire. So let's shift the spotlight to Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. While Real Madrid seemed to be moving with precision this summer, Barcelona have been far more cautious, almost hesitant. Their only confirmed major signing so far is goalkeeper Joan Garcia, brought in for €25 million as the long-term heir to Ter Stegen, but the real chaos lies in the Nico Williams saga. Depending on which report you believe, the story couldn't be more different. Some insiders claim Nico has already chosen Barca and there's no turning back, while others like Mundo Deportivo warn that the club's fragile finances might prevent him from even being registered, and that twist could open the door for Bayern Munich to hijack the deal. This back and forth has left Barcelona fans on edge, stuck between excitement and anxiety. Even if Nico doesn't arrive though, the Catalans have quietly added another gem in Swedish wonderkid Rooney Bargi. He may be one for the future rather than the present, but when you combine him with talents like Lamine Yamal, Pedri, and Gavi, the potential is frightening. On paper, Barca have enough firepower to challenge Madrid head-on, but once again, their off-field financial chess game might determine how far they can really go. And then we have Atletico Madrid, the unpredictable wild card of the 2025-26 season. Diego Simeone's men have already splashed more than €100 million on new recruits Ilixpi, Mateo Ruggeri, Johnny Cardoso, and Joan Musso, signaling their intent to build a squad that can finally break the Madrid-Barca duel. But the move everyone is watching is their pursuit of Christian Romero. Atleti have tabled a €55 to €60 million bid to bring the Argentine defender from Tottenham, but Spurs are digging in, demanding closer to €82 million. It's a brutal negotiation, yet if Atletico get their man, it could change everything. Romero, one of the fiercest and most dominant defenders in football, under Simeone's iron fist philosophy. That's a marriage built for war. Even Lionel Messi once called Romero the best center-back in the world, and you can see why. If this deal happens, Atletico won't just fight for third place, they'll become the team that torments both Barcelona and Real Madrid all season long. So here's where you come in. If you were Florentino Perez, would you take the short-term fix and sign someone like Piero Hincapié right now? Or would you play the long game and wait for Ibrahima Kanute on a free next summer? And more importantly, do you think Atletico Madrid actually have what it takes to crash the party and topple Spain's big two? Drop your answers in the comments below, hit that like button, and subscribe for more dramatic deep dives into the transfer sagas shaping European football.